Hey everybody. So I just spent the last, I don't know, half hour, whatever, watching a review on this game. Now, I've been pretty hesitant on recent releases. Um, I have almost probably 1,000 hours in Division One. Division Two came out. I bought that one. I paid pre-buy, all that stuff, and I have almost 1,000 hours in that one too. But it just lacks. And when I play World of Tanks, and I have over 9 years invested in that game. I have a clan, I have all that stuff. So I'm okay with things being routine. Um, but I spent about half an hour watching a review on a YouTuber that I've I've always really respected his input on games and stuff until I watched the review on this one, and I was pretty disappointed. Um, Only because I felt that it was very nitpicky. Um, yeah, there's shortfalls with the game, I guess. There's certain things about it that are, you know, but I don't know. I personally, I feel that this game is just epic looking. I mean, yes, everything is shiny, but the armor plates, you know, um, there's things that they could have done differently. I mean, so I took 2 weeks between Christmas and New Year's off, primarily for Core Punk, because that was supposed to be a beta or alpha or whatever, and didn't happen. Um, but I what I was getting to before was I bought Anthem, I bought the Division, and yes, I played the Division. I couldn't get into Anthem. It looked like everything I was hoping for, but it wasn't. Um, and now they're completely remaking it, and I haven't played it. I think I got maybe 10 hours in it. I bought Borderlands 3, started playing it. I couldn't get the connection with the characters, um, and it felt too much like it almost feels like they basically copied and pasted 2 with new characters and a little over the top on some things. But I got about 10 hours into it, and I needed space on my hard drive at the time, so I uninstalled it. Um, but so I built a new one, built a new computer, and I'm able to record video and stuff like that now, and I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't played Division in nearly a month. I've been focusing on the winter events at on World of Tanks. Um, but some of the stuff that I saw in the review kind of bothered me. How they put too much shine on it. Um, there's no the indicator to tell me where the enemy is. It was it was a long video from a respected YouTuber that was just crying, just wah wah wah. Almost like the game's too hard and they need to make it easy for me. And then talk about just different things like the progression, the story. I mean, yeah, the story is not that long, but it's fun. I mean, it's all it is. It's a fun game. You know, um, you have all these things to try to achieve. For completing the game. I mean, that's my goal. I'm trying to complete every one of these things. You know, um, so there's things to do. I mean, I was level 30 when I beat the game. I finished the game at level 30. So what do you do now? You do dreamstones. I haven't been strong enough to do those, which is good. It's a challenge. This is a game that requires you to put time into it to get the best gear possible to play the hardest content. Is it repetitive? Yeah, but what game isn't? I mean, half people play Candy Crush forever. Um, I played Destiny 2, got bored with it. I played Warframe, got a little bored of that. Um, this game's gonna be a lot like that, I'm sure. I'm not bored with it now, and one of the biggest complaints was the maps. You know, um, I'll admit the only issue that I have with the map is that there's no mini map, so you know where you went. So you do sometimes spend a lot of time going around in circles. But the argument was, well, the maps are boring. They're too small. They have corridors, and you're constantly in a corridor and then you're going out. And then they bragged about the division. Well, division is corridors, it's streets. Everything is a corridor in these games. I mean, I think the only time there wasn't corridors was probably Black Desert Online and Guild Wars. The first one. But it's like you you're arguing about this game and comparing it to another game that you're bragging about, but it's basically the same thing. It just really confused me, and it was a lot of I don't know where the enemy's coming from. It's like that's some of the excitement with it. I mean, I love the combat, and what one thing that I like about it, and their biggest argument was, there's no cancellation. Well, that's good. You made a choice. You pushed this button to make this choice, and all right, so what? You can't back out of that choice. So you're a proponent of your choices, and you pay and you live and die by those choices, which I think is really really cool. Um, you know, the the three things that I feel that this game needs more than anything is you need to be able to save builds. Like I have this. Okay, this is the build that I have right now in this character. Then you have these augments. Okay, so you put all these augments on, which is awesome. The augments help. The problem is if you come over to this character and you want to play this guy, you can copy your current loadout, but the augments don't transfer over. So, and as soon as you go back to the other character, you basically, from what I've seen, you have to reload the augments. What would be really cool is I could take this and I could save this loadout to this character so that everything on this character was locked so that you can't use it on another character unless you remove it from this character. When I was first playing around, I switched over to this character. I think it was that character right there, and I copied my loadout. Granted, it doesn't do anything because this guy here is ignite, and so I get it primarily fire. But I copied the loadout, thinking the augments went with it, and they didn't. Um, the augments are really my only frustration so far. Is trying to figure out what they, not so much what they do, but the fact that they're separate. You can't save them. I really wish there was a tab to save my loadout for this character, and so that everything on this character was locked from all the other characters unless I physically went and removed that. Then each one of these characters could have their own unique build. You know, or and I mean that's my biggest gripe. Um, a small gripe is the fact that these characters were way too easy to unlock. You didn't have to you didn't have to grind to unlock them. I mean, you had to play the three realms, and just playing the three realms, you'd come back and be able to unlock them. The only one that was a struggle was Hinterclaw because you have to finish the game, and then you have to do, I think, Tower of Trials or something like that to unlock him. But other than that, there really wasn't anything. And what I found was you can go in and you can switch your character. And I did. I started up another character because I really enjoyed the game. The other part with that is I didn't I didn't want to be troubled with having to remember the loadout sequence. So I thought I'll just play the game again. I'll have a second character. I'll grind that character up. It's just like Division. Division, you have four characters. Other games you have other characters. So my thought was, I got four characters. I'll grind them up. I'll play the whole game again. Doesn't matter. You got to do that anyways, regardless of what game you play. And then that way, his equipment will be unique to him. This character will have the equipment unique to and I won't worry so much about flip flopping. Like right now, I'm running this character basically because all I really have is fire weapons. I mean, I do have some earth, air, and all that stuff, but I want to complement the ignite, so I run a fire build. Um, I do have some others like air and different things like that. I don't have anything shock weapons or so I'm going to go through and I'm going to probably put together another character um, with a build in here. But like I said, it would be nice that you couldn't. So like right now, I could switch to this guy. Okay, equip him. All right, he doesn't have the same weapons as my last character, and I haven't put any augments on him because I haven't played him. But you know, but I could easily go and copy those, and I still wouldn't have the augments. I'd have to go in and put the augments on. I believe if you put the augments on, you get to keep them, but I don't know. That's my only gripe. So really, the three things that really get me is no mini map. The augment thing doesn't save with a loadout, which I understand kind of why it wouldn't. Um, you know, using division as a thing is you have things that you put on your gear there. Well, that's locked to that gear, and if you go to take it off, it'll say this is on this piece. Do you really want to do that? So that's kind of one of the things that I really wish this game would have. Um, but watching a review for 30 minutes about a guy just trashed this game, and it really bothers me because the storyline is not very long. Um, I think I beat the story, but I didn't rush through it. I mean, I'm one of those guys. I explore everything. I mean, you can look at my merits. I've I'm trying to complete everything. Like even down here, I gotta build a frost build. I gotta use a bleed build. So I gotta do shock. So I gotta do each character, which is not a big deal. But like this is my explorations. So I have scavenger to get chests, and I have two more of these to find to finish that. So I've definitely sunk some time into just exploring. I mean, I'll come here, I'll pick a realm and just walk around. I don't even do the missions. I just do these things. I don't know Tower Trials, but I'll do this. Explore the realm. And that's where I get. I mean, I leveled 4 levels just exploring the water realm. You know, so um, I did the tower. I did the Tower of Trials. Um, I got to 5. And I knew I wasn't strong enough. I did Dreamstones. Um, I'm almost. I might be strong enough now. I don't know. I'm probably gonna try it. But I just really think that I just think it's sad when a YouTuber can praise one game and then knock a second game when they basically are the same. I mean this game, as I've said it before, it's a exaggerated fruit ninja. You want loot, there is loot. You want better loot, you gotta play. You gotta put the time in, you gotta do the harder content. And the only way to do the harder content is to play. So I don't know. That's just what I want to share. I think it's a fun game. I think it's a blast. I enjoy the crap out of it. It's all I played since I bought it on Monday. And I've been on vacation, so I've pretty much been doing this nonstop. When I get up, and I play till the afternoon, and then I come back and play later on. It's just it's been a blast. But I'm gonna leave you that. I want to thank you guys for your time, and just whatever you're playing, just enjoy it. That's really what this is all about. It's about relaxing fun. You die, you respawn right where you died. You get 3 orbs, so it's not a. It can be stressful, when you're almost there, but you haven't quite got it, But it's not really meant to be. I think the game was meant to be something different than what other people wanted it to be. And for what it is, with the expansion coming, I'm curious to see what that's all about. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying this game. So with that, like I said, thanks for watching. Um, just click a like if you would. Subscribe, doesn't hurt. Um, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you.